kopoto to ikwalane re kgone go squeeze in. Whoever want to dance, ka lokopa guys, DJ, re shape ka ngoma.
So Richard, what did you make? No, I'm
intelligence is something that will actually give you good marks. By a show of hands, who thinks being clever or being intelligent will actually give you good marks? Who can? By a show of hands, can you please raise your hands if you believe you need to be clever to get really good marks, right? Okay, there's a couple of hands up. Who believes working hard will give you good marks? Okay, there's a bit of more response. So guys, basically, if you think about it, right, you really need to work hard. Yes, intelligence is very important. You need to work hard. But I want to leave you guys with a few nuggets, right? You can go into an exam with preparation, right? But I want to tell you guys, there are certain things that you need to do the correct way, right? You don't have to be intelligent. There's the preparation that has to come into what you are doing, right? Now, there's a study that was conducted that said that most people, when they prepare for their exams, right? I don't know if some people here will agree with me. They actually cram the night before. Who does that? Who does that? Guys, there's a very dangerous thing that comes with cramming, right? Guys, listen up, please. Listen up. There's a very dangerous thing that comes with cramming, because when you cram, everything doesn't come in, right? When you cram, everything doesn't come in. But I want to give you a few tips. Firstly, self-motivation. Who believes self-motivation is very important when you're actually doing, something really difficult? You have to tell yourself, you know what? I'm going to do my best. I'm actually going to get up and do something about it. There is a difference between knowing how to do something and actually doing it. Right? There's a difference in knowing how to do something and doing it. I can know that I have an exam to write, but studying is a different thing. You have to go and do it. You have to motivate yourself, right? There's also the self-discipline part. Self-discipline is very important. You have to be able to discipline yourself. Now, I know who has this thing that I'm holding in my hand. Who has a phone? Pretty much everybody has a phone. Guys, these things, and I'm actually going to just request something at the end, right? But anyway, these things, it depends how you use this thing, right? These things could be a danger to you, but it could also be used to empower yourself, right? There is a hormone called melatonin. Who knows that hormone? The hormone melatonin means, guys, that it's actually a hormone that regulates your sleep cycle, right? Now, here's what a lot of people sitting here do. When you wake up in the morning, the first thing that you do is you scroll through your phone. Who does that? Guys, you scroll through your phone. So when you go into your exams, guys, as much as you have to self-motivate yourself, you have to keep the self-discipline, you also have to self-regulate your phone usage. You have to regulate your phone usage. You know, one thing that I do, guys, I've actually given myself this very odd, experiment. The first hour of each day and the last hour of each day, I don't go on my phone. I know maybe some of you guys use your phones to actually, study. There's things that you guys actually do on your phones. But if I can give you a very important tip, guys, first hour of the day, who thinks they can do that? By a show of hands. Do you guys think you can try that? Let's try it. Now, I'm gonna tell you why it's actually important, right? Now, as you are sleeping, your brain is reshaping itself. Your brain, that's where your neuroplasticity, that's what they call it. Your brain is actually growing, and it's actually operating, right? Now, what happens is that and you wake up the next morning, As soon as you wake up, your mind and your body is in the best condition for you to actually download everything that your mind has been programming throughout the night. But guess what we do? As soon as we wake up, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. Guys, self-regulation, self-discipline, self-motivation. That's one part of what I want to give you, right? So if you think about being intelligent, it's not necessary. As long as you can self-motivate yourself to study, knowing and doing is two different things. As long as you can keep the self-discipline, and I'll get into the self-discipline, I'll give you a method on how to go into exams. And then thirdly, if you can actually self-regulate, then it will give you a very big advantage, I'm telling you. So number 2, guys, what I want to tell you guys is that it's very important for you to actually, like as I was saying, prepare for your exams, right? A lot of people, guys, they go into exams cramming, as I told you, right? Now, there's a difference between top performers and people who just do good. How crammer, an exam is not a test on how well you can remember something. An exam is a test of understanding. How well can you interpret the information? How well can you actually understand, right? Because when you go into life, you need the skills, right, that you're actually going to be writing the exams on. So what I can give you guys a piece of advice is that you can probably try and do, practice your test, practice your exam. Instead of cramming and actually trying to get all the notes inside your head the day before, you can also do like practice your exam, practice your test, test your understanding. If you can be able to go into an argument or a conversation or analyze the information, it can do you really good, right? And then finally, guys, what I can also tell you to do now, so the second part of it is to actually just make sure that you prepare yourself very well, right? And then the third part that I can give you guys is to actually, who uses a timetable? A timetable. Like when you go to in a test or an exam, if I can put it that way, timetable. Yeah, like a timetable for yourself. It's like you have a study timetable. Can I give you guys some advice to actually put a spice on your study timetable? Now, here's the thing with the study timetable. Of course, it shows you all of the subjects that you have to write and all of those things. But now when I was in school, here's what I would do. We do a study or a timetable for yourself and say, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday I have to study the subject. Tuesday I have to study the subject. Wednesday I have to study the subject. Thursday I have to study the subject. A few days in, do you know what happens? Do you know what happens, guys? That schedule, it starts to bore you. It starts to like I can't wait for the exams steady fair. But if you can do a timetable for yourself and say that on Monday, I will include the things that I like enjoying. So for instance, if you're someone that likes to play soccer, if you're someone that, probably works a day job like myself, if maybe I'm working and studying, then maybe in my timetable I can incorporate, okay, in the morning I am going from 7 until 5 or 6, I'm going to go to work or I'm going to do whatever. From 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock I'm going to a church, or I'm going to play soccer, or I'm going to socialize, or I'm going to do something that I enjoy. From 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, I'm going to study. Now, if you do your timetable that way you are doing things that you love, you are doing things that you like. And in that timetable, as long as you follow it, then you're going to enjoy the process. So guys, I don't want to say much more. I can go on for, like my lady over here said, 10 minutes is not too much, especially if you are an expressive person, you like to express yourself. So yeah, guys, basically, intelligence doesn't matter. I would really like for you guys to keep in your mind that intelligence doesn't matter. And under that, self-motivation, self-discipline, self-regulation, regulate your behavior. Tell yourself, just say, I'm not going to touch my phone. Always about to touch a phone, the impulse of wanting to touch your phone, as long as you can control that, trust me, you're going to go very far. And then guys, don't not prepare. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. I'm sure you guys have heard that before. And then also, like I said, focus on your timetable. Just incorporate nice things to do for yourself. So guys, that's the end of my speech. Before I actually leave the stage, I just want to ask you guys, who has data on their phone? I know I'm not supposed to be promoting myself. Data on phone, guys, please pull out your phones. Just 10 seconds. If you have your phone, can you please pull out your phone? If you don't have data, please pull out your phone still. Please, this might change your life. This might change your life. I'm gonna put you on. This might change your life because there's a lot of things coming onto what I'm gonna tell you right now. Take out your phone. You got your phones out. Baba naling the data. Baba naling that. Go to YouTube and search Wandile Web. Please do me that favor. If you want an awakening, if you want to know things that you were never taught in school, go to that YouTube page, search for it. I double dare you, I triple dare you. Obviously after the exams, guys, I don't want to do it. Because I know you're gonna go there and you're not gonna stop looking. So go on to the page, click on subscribe. I've got 693 subscribers. I want 5,000 by the end of this year. So can every single person, I know some people here are subscribed, can every single person here, whether you are subscribed or not, if you don't have data, put it into your notes and just say Wandile Web, YouTube, subscribe. Later on, go and check it out. You'll give me a thank you. Thank you very much, guys.
Danko.